Monday! It's Monday! Who's ready for Car Stereo Talk Live with your hosts?
That was disgusting.
Oh, Sprite. It's a Sprite Day, people. It's Green Can Day, which you know,
It's tequila right here.
yeah, exactly. I don't really like Sprite that much anymore. Sometimes Sprite, like in a can, it's not bad. Like, because there's a certain amount of flatness to it.
Mm-hmm.
But like fountain Sprite, it's like, I don't know. We were somewhere doing something.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're a Red
I
Can
feel
guy.
Coca-Cola is the best.
Yeah, no, it's just Red Can. You gotta call it Red Can because
Why?
they're not paying us to say their name.
I wish.
So,
We gotta get them in.
Yeah. There's Michael Jordan. There's 5-star.
I mean, we're
LeBron
bigger
James
than Michael
5-star.
Jordan. If
I don't have.
I step in top of your shoulders, we're
Yeah.
bigger than him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So-
I mean, he's got his shoes. I got my shoes. Which reminds me, dude. I'm looking for new socks because my place at the mall closed where I buy my socks from.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's so sad. It's so I buy.
Did you ever buy online?
Socks?
Yeah.
No, I always buy them from the store because I
Okay.
support local when I can. And so I went there this Christmas to buy them because they always have a sale at Christmas time. So
Yeah.
I buy enough for the year. So I spend like $250, $300 on socks. It's stupid. But because they're $15 a pair
Yeah.
to wear these dumbass socks. And so they have like a sale with buy one, get one half price.
Yeah.
So it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
So I was Googling, toe socks. And so now there's like 10 different companies that make them. But my Instagram and Facebook are just hammered with these. And then there's a new company that is trying to make 5-toe shoes as well.
Mm-hmm.
Starts with a P. I honestly don't know what it's
Okay.
called. It's so their ads are constantly in my feed. And like they've gone so far as they make a pair of boots, like hiking boots.
Okay.
So it looks like a pair of hiking boots and it has toes. It looks so stupid. I'm like, that looks so dumb.
I was watching some ad in cream
Yeah.
for like
Your face.
your face and
Yeah.
kind of like so I click in that
Oh, it's
just
forever.
to watch it, and then now you have
So sometimes
many ads
when I'm
cream.
busy, I'll click on something
Mm-hmm.
just so I know it'll pop up 10 times later when I have time to look at it. I just do that. I just, instead of typing a note or taking a screenshot, I just click on it.
Yeah.
I'll spend like a minute scrolling around and then I'll just exit
Same
out.
thing. I want
and then
something like that.
I'll be able to look at
I
it
just
later.
like the comment or
it's
whatever.
so
it is.
stupid.
Yeah.
The reality is like, look, man, you go buy Hanes and the crappy Target socks. It's sure you'll have them forever, but they're crappy socks. They wear out, and they're just not good socks. I mean, when you buy like smart socks, as we'll call them, socks that have like built-in supports and all kinds of these weird things.
Smart socks.
Yeah, I mean, what else
That's
would
what
you
they
call
call
them? I mean, yeah,
Comfortable socks, though.
they cost more. I trust me. I don't want to pay $15 for a pair of socks. Like that sucks.
I think $15 is everything right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
The tapas are us.
the sodas are like $10.
Yeah, it was crazy. And speaking of crazy, good evening. Checking in from Springfield. What's up, Dave? Good evening. What's up? 58 sunny in Seattle.
What up?
Hello, Bobby. Bobby reminded me that we didn't do a podcast. We'll be recording a podcast tonight, and you guys will get it late tonight. So don't worry. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, I'm not paying $15 for a pair of socks. I don't have 2 little bottom feeders living with me anymore. I have
You have one.
I have one, but she's got a real job now. I still pay for everything.
You still pay for everything.
So. She's making way more than...
Actually, you're paying more now.
No, less.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, because I don't have to pay her insurance. I don't have to pay her health insurance.
But you're paying
She's
for
off the payroll.
for the cruises and the
Yeah, but that's
runs.
cheap. Honestly, it's...
Oh,
she pays
okay.
for the runs. She pays for the runs.
Okay,
No, and so like the cruise is coming up. We're going to Magic Kingdom or California. No. I'm not paying for it. She's paying for it.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, really? She's like, yeah, I'm paying for it. I go, oh, well, okay, cool.
that's cool.
And by the way, Josh, since you brought it to my attention, I heart every video now, just because You guilted me into it, and they are entertaining. So I felt bad. I should heart them. So if you notice, you get one more heart.
He
So.
has 3 though.
Oh, that's right.
He's right.
I forgot. I always forget about the girl.
One, yeah,
the girl, because the boy is the favorite.
Yeah.
Sorry if they're watching. It's what it is.
Everybody knows. It's okay.
We have the newborn.
Yeah.
Adorable. Apparently, a little trash machine.
Yeah.
And then he has his daughter from, a previous marriage. Who I loved. I loved it when she was like, "I can outrun you." Bring it. They don't understand. Like I like. No, they don't understand. We will kill ourselves to win. Trust me. I know. We won't talk about that. Okay, so we really kind of sideways this. We do this little thing called the 12-Volt Clean Wire Club, and some of you guys are members, and the rest of them aren't. Shame on you. This week's brought to you by DNF Tool Drawer. Cool wiring of the day. I love the green. I just think green is cool.
It's funny. These people are from overseas.
Wow, these people.
Yes, and I say these people because I don't know who actually is the people doing it.
4X.
But they're fantastic.
They do a really nice job.
Yeah, they are crazy. And if you go to their page.
4X?
Oh, my God. No, that's the amplifiers.
Oh, I don't know what their page is.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it because it's weird.
The Warriata Garage.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
anyways,
they are really cool.
Congratulations, you did a fantastic job. 4X, yes. Never heard of it. Looks pretty cool. I mean, I feel like it's a shirt. I know a guy that needed a 4X shirt. I'm just
maybe
saying.
Brad knows. He travels all over the place.
I don't think Brad knows.
Oh, maybe.
I don't think Brad cares.
Fred.
But I don't think either one of them care. I know I would. The zero cares right here. I don't care at all. But hey, zero cares. And this first segment is brought to you by the Blackbird. Do you need an amazing 8-channel amplifier? Well, if you need a 12-channel, they got you covered too with the Falcon. But this is just the Blackbird. If you need an amazing aerospace engineer, it's not aerospace engineer. If you just need an amazing 8-channel small footprint, we got one going in this car right here. That's what we got going on. So my favorite. And if you'd like to save some money, there's also the X2 808. I had to price the Mustang guy, or the guy that, oh God.
Guy of the Mustang.
This poor guy at the Mustang, man. I mean, I didn't even know where to begin.
It's not like everybody's a poor guy.
No, I get what he did. He took, he's flat out says, look, man, I do aluminum. I don't do this. And I was like, but you shouldn't have tried. He tried
aluminum.
Yeah, like gutters and cages, and he knows how he works with aluminum. Screens and hey, whatever, man. Sounds good. Doesn't work with car stereos.
It's close though.
No,
kind of.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
No,
you're routing. He has
a Mustang that you could put a radio or any idea to interface in the world in it, and it'll give you RC outputs. Yeah. Guess what he put in there? The T-shirt. He put the T-shirt in. If the LC7i was the answer, what was the question?
Yeah.
He tapped off like the rear speakers.
Okay, but there's so much misinformation online, though.
There's a lot. Yeah.
Everybody gets the high level to low level adapter.
Yeah. So, Mr. Elias, what is up? Yeah. So I sold them. I recommended we go with an AR, a Blackbird. So we're going to go with an AR, an 808, X2 808. Oh. Yeah.
Mr. New Brinkley.
Mr. Brinkley.
It's New Brinkley.
This is new Brinkley. Yeah. We'll get Brinkley on here soon, or probably after I get back from my trip, April, May. We'll give him till May. We'll get him back on. He has another new job. Let's all give him a round of applause. He is the latest in the acquisitions brought to us by MSC, a.k.a. Helix, Brax,
Match, Blam.
So, he's the new and some radar detector stuff. So he is a new.
What's that radar?
I don't know. They keep changing, but they do radar detector, whatever it is. He'll type it here in a second.
He would type it in here.
He is now working with Mr. Jeff Smith.
That's right.
So there we go. So okay, all right. So we got a lot going on, and we've kind of stalled long enough. I have Alexis for all the work on. Ooh, he's picking on the SC430.
Yeah, the number you dial is no longer in service.
Can an Epicenter work with a key 500.1? Yes. However, there is some. Okay,
See, that's what we're talking about.
so that's a great question. All right. So here's how I would do that. All right, because it's kind of weird. I all right. So here, all right. Let's back this up first. The reason why you go with a Key 501 is because you're going to have a factory. You have a factory stereo, and you want the de-equalization. The reason why you go with an Epicenter is because you want it to just do cool Epicenter stuff. All right. Now on the Key 500.1, it's going to fix the signal, and it does have a 60 dB bass boost, not like an Epicenter, but it gives you a little bit of. So what I would probably do is I would install, because I'm assuming you're going to be hooking up to a factory radio. I would get the Micro Pro. So I would get the Epicenter Micro Pro that has the high level, the low level built into it. I would run the Micro Pro first. Okay. So you're going to high level into the Micro Pro, and then you're going to line level your RCA out of that into the 500.1. But what I would do is I would let it run the de-equalization, because the gain match and the de-equalization are two separate things. So I'm thinking what I would probably have to do is I'd put the Key 500.1 in and let it, you have to gain match to the radio, but I gain match it, and then I would run the de-equalization and get that out of the way. And then I would hook up the Epicenter, and then I would, RC out of the Epicenter into the 500. I would rerun the gain match, not rerun the second part, which is the de-equalization. And so then that would come in, it would de-equalizate, do all that fun stuff. Because I feel like if you put the Epicenter first, it's going to try to fix some of that you don't want it to do. So it might be weird. So a bit kludgy, but I mean, technically, yeah, well, it'll work. I mean, really, I would just buy an Epicenter Micro Pro if I wanted that effect. Not worry about the de-equalization portion of it. Just get like the Kicker 801. Just Epicenter Micro Pro in front of the 801 and just rock out with that. I mean, that's what I would do. Or I would just get I would do that. That would be way more fun. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
I like he goes, hold on, I like this. Question for you guys. Okay, that's it. How was work today, guys? A bit scatterbrained. Not gonna lie, it's a bit scatterbrained. Epicenter Micro. Master Track Expo is next week, and so this is the final and I'm trying to get I had a whole bunch of plans to get stuff done this weekend, and it just went to shit as it always does. And I'm trying to finalize everything and get mine and Brad's class finished, get mine and Fernando's class finished. So anyways, can I replace the stock stereo in a 2012 F250 with an aftermarket one and retain the steering wheel controls at home without flashing anything? I mean, if it's 2012, if you go with a pack interface, the pack interface for that there'll be no flashing. So that's one of the nice things about pack is that it's out of the box. There's going to be dip switches on the side of it. So you would just flick the corresponding dip switches and be done with it. It would not, you do need a smartphone so you can figure out what dip switches to flip. There's an app, or you can go online. But outside of that, you're golden. It'll just work. So look at the pack stuff. Weird one, but yeah. Question. For the Morel IP 8482s, do I need an aftermarket amp, or will they work with the BO system? So in the Ford, they have two different BO systems. You have the Unleashed, which is a tweeter, a mid, and a mid bass in the door. And then you have the generic BO system, which is the tweeter and the mid bass. If you have just a tweeter and the mid bass, they will work because it's just a tweeter and a mid bass. As far as how much better they'll sound over the factory without an amplifier, that's questionable. Because typically we would never do that. We would always just, replace the amplifier. But yeah, that's all I got on that one. I'm excited that I get to see you guys in 9 days.
Looking forward, buddy.
And we get to work together one more time. I mean, you get to be in the room at least. Maybe. I don't know. You're a sales guy now, so you might be taking somebody out to dinner. What the heck?
That's German.
It's her mom. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what most people know not to call me right now.
But you can put can I call you later?
Yeah.
But no, yeah, we're looking forward to see you, buddy.
I can't wait. Hopefully you're going to be in our
in the class,
in the event. It's not a class; it's an event we're doing at Kenwood, where there's $500. $500 is on the line, plus
that I'm gonna win
a ton of swag. We have lots of swag to give away.
Yeah.
So if anyone going to Matchback Expo wants to win some Kenwood swag,
go to the Kenwood event.
Yeah, and make sure put a team together. It's a team of 5, and you could compete to win. It's
a lot of competitions on Master.
It's so amazing. I'm excited.
I'm going to compete too.
Okay.
I'll be there. There you go. See? All right.
Yeah. It's so casual today. It's Casual Monday.
Oof. Blackbird or the Pro 830?
Oh, come on. That's really? No, Pro 830. Yeah, sorry guys. It's going to be a Pro 830. That's not a fair comparison at all. I mean, the Pro 830 is a different animal. It's a big AB class, staggered power. It's a lot of power. I mean, the closest thing to an 830, if you wanted to go ARC, because you're like, I want to go ARC. Then what you do is you do a Falcon, because the Falcon, you could bridge channels, and that would get you closer to the power that the 830 has. So, plus, even that, even if you went up to a Falcon, you're still that's a almost $5,000 amplifier
right there in the top.
Yeah, it's like this right here. It's like $5,000. At best.
At that point, you just go to this one right here, though.
What? Oh my God! What is Mary Lou calling? She literally knows we have a show going on right now.
Right here.
Oh, she's just being a putz.
Probably.
I mean, if you wanted to go high end, ultra high end, and you wanted to stay with ARC, yeah, you'd do the coppers. But
the coppers.
That would be.
I mean, do the coppers and extend the standalone DSP.
You need the 2 4 channels.
It's not even. Not even the same.
No, at that point it'd be cheaper to the 830.
Yeah. Watch, Josh is gonna call you, and then somebody else, Brinkley is gonna call you. Yeah, everybody's gonna call you.
I'm gonna shut off my watch. If my watch is Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Wow. Don't say that. All right. Let me see.
Yeah, so there's Brinkley.
I knew
Brinkley's calling.
And that, see?
Yeah. So there's Brinkley. You know what? Oh, Brinkley wants to play that way. Hey, Chris.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hang on now so you can do your show.
Oh, no. You felt like being a funny guy. Congratulations again.
Hey, what's up? Hold on, let me turn off the audio. What's going on?
Oh, we're just doing this little show thing. We were talking about how we're going to have you on in probably May. By May, if you still have your job, then
I definitely will.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. I have no doubt.
Hey, Chris.
What's up, buddy?
Rob said congratulations, Chris.
Oh, thanks. I see that now.
Yeah. Yep. Congrats. All right, go do something important.
All right, will do. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good show.
Bye. Okay. Anyways.
All right. Back to the show?
Yeah,
now?
I mean, let's try.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
All right.
It's the joys of doing live. Good evening from Toronto.
Oh, Toronto.
Hey, totally bummed I'm not going to be there this year. Key 200.4 biamp mode. Doesn't it level match the 4 outputs identically or just left and right channels? So when you're doing a key 200.4, unlike the keys, the 500.1 and the lock, there is no level matching done on the 200.4. So the process for the 200.4 is adjust your, so it's all dip switches. So there is when in biamp mode, that means you're going to be doing channel 1 and 2 are going to be powering a tweeter or a mid-range, and channels 3 and 4 are going to power the mid-bass in the bottom of the door. You're going to set the crossover, which is just going to be for 3 and 4. It'll auto set the crossover for 1 and 2. There's no level matching done pre-setup. Other than setting the crossover and the dip switches on the side, no level is done at this point. It will not level match anything. It's just going to do its test, check for all its nonsensical acoustical stuff, and then you're done. Once that happens, there is peak light indicators on the amplifier, in which case you're going to do your level matching after the audio is after all the equalization is already done. So typically what we will do at that point is we'll leave it at that 3/4 volume, and we will play the most dynamic track that we can find, and we will start adjusting the gains accordingly. Usually there is maybe the mid-bass channel 3 and 4 will go up like a hair, but outside of that, it's like that's all she gets, because those like hey, we're on. So yeah, so there's that.
All right, change
my thing.
Change your thing.
Since we were talking about Moscone,
ooh,
hey, do you want something a little less than an 830? You have the Picos. Check them out. And you can find those at Moscone-America.com, where they also have stagger power and a small footprint. It's so cute and adorable. Oh, look at Josh and Chris. I'll call you. Hey, it's Javier. What's up, Mr. Javier? Man? Mr. Gutierrez. Hey, what's up, guys? Just passing by to say hello.
What's up, man?
Cheers, my friend. Okay. Should I do Hertz Milli Pro throughway component set and rear coax, or two-way component and rear coax for a 20 Silverado? Want to run active? Listen, if you can fit a 3-way up front, always do a 3-way. It's not even a question. Now, I know in the 2022 Silverado, there's no tweeter location. You're in luck, though. Our good friend Stereo Steve at Stereo Steve's is making a pod that you can easily mount to the top of your dash. You can also mount the tweeter in the A-pillar. That'll work too. There is room to do it there. We make when we do ours, we custom make a grill that goes all there. Yep. But Stereo Steve is making one that you can order and easily. Okay, you can modify to fit a tweeter and a mid-range right there in the top of the dash. You can find them at stereosteves.com. They're out of Utah. Utah. Yep. He does great work at that. They make them for Broncos. Now they make them for Silverados. So might be something you want to think about. They come color matched and all set, ready to go. You reach out to him, tell him we sent you. That isn't going to give you any discount at all, but yeah, you'll be able to do that. He even gave a set to Brian to put Brian's excited. My youngest spawn
is starting to get
irritable, which means I got to move to prevent a meltdown. I understand. That's basically Haley. It's what happens. I mean, yeah. So good job.
See you soon, buddy.
Can't wait. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, it will be fun.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yeah. Oh, go for it.
All right.
Hi. I had a 2021 Mustang GT, 9-speaker system with factory amplifier in the kick panel. I've been there. Doing an audio control DSP amplifier, trying to keep the factory radio. I looked in the iData Maestro AR2 amplifier replacement module, but they do not have anything available for my car in the AR2. which doesn't make any sense, by the way, because, it doesn't make any sense. Will making a custom T-harness off the factory amplifier work just as good? No, it won't. Or should I just save up more money, and get the Kenwood Exelon? Okay, so here's the thing, all right? There's actually a simpler solution, all right? Now, I understand you want to go with the audio-controlled DSP amplifiers, and they don't make an AR2 solution for this. But what they do make is a DSR1 solution. You can run the DSR1 as an AR2 and leave all of the DSP features off if you want, with the exception of one, which is the punch bass. I would leave punch bass. I would actually get a knob and use punch bass because it's awesome. And in some Fords, you can actually reprogram bass to be punch bass in the radio, I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember. It's been a minute since we've done that. But if you want to keep the radio, that's fine. I would just do the DSR1, get all the appropriate harnessing, and just run that directly. We've done it before. We've done it many times before AR2 existed. So it's a perfectly acceptable way to do things. You just flash the DSR1. You go in and with your iPad or Android device, you set it up.
iPad is better.
Yes. You tell it what you want it to be, 6-channel RCA or 8-channel RCA. You shut off the crossovers, turn everything off inside of it because it comes EQ flat. It comes all the levels are at 0, and the crossovers are off. So you just tell it what you want it to be. Basically, that's just setting up the fader controls built into it. So let's say if you wanted to be 4 for the front, rear, and sub, you could do that. Or if you just wanted to be front, rear, and sub, you could do that too. That's all in the setup. And then you just use it as a preamp. So all it does. Yep. We do it all the time.
Yep.
Before AR2 existed. So yeah, just do that. You know, it's not that much more. Or
a better solution.
Or you say screw all that, and you know I'm not going to do a data. And you just go with all the ARC audio amplifiers are AR compatible. So you can literally just go out of your radio AR directly into a Blackbird, into a Nighthawk, into a Falcon, into any one of their DSPs.
Yep.
So that is an option too that you can do. You can do the PSM Pro, which will go AR to PSM Pro. It's actually the same harness as a DSR1 and plug right there in a kick and be sexy. Or you can do DSR1 and you can get the non-DSP audio control amplifiers if you wanted to do that too, and you can use the DSR1. But if you feel more comfortable with the audio control. So there are options. But regardless of all that, if you want to use the audio control, you just want the preamp, get the DSR1, use it as a preamp. What's up, Dan? I finally tried an Epicenter. Why didn't you tell me? What do you mean, why didn't I tell you? I've been telling everyone for years the freaking Epicenter is Jesus, man. God is here. Woo.
Everybody should get an Epicenter.
It's funny too because, like, everyone that talks smack about Epicenters before they do Epicenters never talk smack about Epicenters again because they got that one song.
Yeah,
they got that one song, and as soon as they play it, that Epicenter kicks in, and they go, "Oh,
I love it,"
and they go, "Oh, I get it now."
It's just just the way.
Can't wait to see you, Dan. That is the way. What's up, Christian?
What's up, Christian?
Are you going to come by for 24 hours to Master Attack? Or
24 hours? No.
Yeah, remember when they did that? Him and Eduardo.
2 hours.
Him and Arturo.
Arturo, yeah.
Good day, everyone. I am here for 2 hours, just enough to go to Chick-fil-A with Brian. Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
Do you both work 6 days?
Yep.
Work weeks. Do you guys ever wish you had an extra installer at your shop? No. With all the extra stuff you take on, trips, training, video, etc., I respect the quality of work. So here's the thing. This is a perfectly logical question, and we get asked this quite a bit. It is just the two of us, and yes, we do work 6 days a week. It does suck, but it is trying. However, on the flip side of that, yes, we do take a lot of time off for traveling. However, the traveling is 90% of the time based on work, like Master Tech Knowledge Fest, Mobile Solutions, or something along those lines where
everything is related to work.
We're doing something to work.
Oh my God! Finally, I'm white.
Yeah. So the problem would be is if we had a third person. For one, where would we hide them? because we don't have room. The two of us here working on a car is enough, and we don't have an additional bay that he can work out of. Not only that, it wouldn't be fair to that person because like he would want to come with us, and we don't want him to be stupid, so we would want him to come with us. So now I'd be paying for 2 more people instead of just 1 more person. And then so it's a thing, and it makes a lot of sense, and there is a world where that could happen, but.
Okay, yeah, keep continuing.
But anyways, if I was to do that, then I would have no problems. Good day. What's up?
Pinky's out, baby.
Pinky's out.
Pinky's out.
Hola.
No, I feel, because we thought about it before.
Yeah,
right? It's we can hire another guy and he can do the regular in and out, deck and forth and things like that. But where he's gonna work, like Dean says, working outside is terrible.
Oh,
sometimes when we have to work outside, it's just insane. Definitely we don't want
the Chick-fil-A experience.
It is fantastic. Chick-fil-A is
Brian's
the best.
Chick-fil-A experience. Yeah. So anyways, no, that
you should hire Chris Vieira though.
No, I love the guy. I couldn't work with him. He would drive me nuts. Thanks for answering it. I was thinking of moving to Florida because it's so much warmer there. It is.
Working with Dean?
Nobody wants to work with Dean. Trust me. Oh no, God no. Definitely. So Brinkley asked, "What's the Chick-fil-A experience?" Okay, so here's what happened. Eduardo and Christian showed up one day.
Arturo.
Sorry, I don't like. Well, Eduardo was there too because Eduardo had the van.
Yeah, U-Haul though.
Yeah, it was still a van. So here's what happened. Those two, Christian and Arturo, showed up for the MSC training. And that was all they came for. It was the day they learned about SB amplifiers and the magic. Yeah, anyways, we're going to cover all that in my class. So then they were going back home. And I was like, well, that was dumb. And so Brian Mitchell, our Arc Audio, he loves Chick-fil-A.
Yep.
And so he goes, we should all go to Chick-fil-A and get frozen lemonades.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay. So half the people hopped in Arturo's U-Haul van. The rest of us all piled into cars, and we all ended up in the parking lot at Chick-fil-A down the street from Master Tech Expo. And, of course, we went live.
Yeah,
and I didn't bring a jacket. I was freezing.
Everybody
was
freezing.
Yeah, it was very cold, and we were sitting in the parking lot like a bunch of idiots. Eating frozen ice cream and lemonade.
Yeah.
And
frozen lemonade.
And Brian was so happy. It was like
great.
We need to do this every time, and I go, yes, we do.
Meet up Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, and it's 100%. It is crack.
Yeah,
it's crack. You can't. Javekin wood.
Your table is ready.
Yes,
that's right.
Javekin wood. Your table is ready. The install bay looks way bigger on YouTube than in real life. 3 installers would be hard to work around. Scott, you've been here. It is tiny. It's very. This is like the widest. This is very wide. This lens that
the lens
is very
is
wide.
fantastic.
That wall is not that far back there.
No.
So, but yeah, it's listen, I've had 2 other installers before, and they're I had a bigger install, but it was about maybe 2/3 this size, maybe double, probably double. And if you don't have work for them to do, it's just a pain. And at the end of the day, I would have to babysit whoever we hired and make sure, because Paul doesn't manage this. He doesn't know what's going on or who's doing what. I know this because when I'm not here, everything just goes sideways. So, and he just, he told me to do this. And I'm like, why? So, but yeah, it's not that. So.
I'm a yes man. Sure.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Yeah.
Sure.
Anyways, I worked with you guys one day. I wasn't a pest. LOL. Yeah, says you. Sounds like another work meeting for this year. I mean,
I hope so, man. I'm looking forward to see you guys. Arturo and Christian.
Are they coming
to Master Tech?
Yeah.
Ask them.
That's what I'm asking. Are you guys coming? I mean, that would be great.
That would be great, though. Yeah.
I mean, I doubt it because, why would they want to, better themselves? I mean, if anything,
Oh, they always good.
just come by and kiss the ring on Larry.
Single day.
You're a loser. Such a loser. God. What a wussy.
Oh my God, that is fantastic.
What was the best top SQ build you guys ever did? So I can go back in your videos and watch it. No, so as far as that goes, it's always the over the top. I think till this day, still the BRAC system we did in the Porsche. There's a Porsche Cayenne that we did a BRAC system for a good customer of ours. He also had we also did for him. He's a total like audio nerd.
Oh yeah.
So we did the BRAC system and the Porsche, and then he had a
F-150
Raptor that we did a full Audison Bit 1 system in.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
those guys went like crazy. Yes, it was like $80,000. But that's what that stuff costs. I mean, and it ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody. I mean, the best one today, it's probably my car. My car sounds better than everybody's, so it really doesn't matter. Y'all a bunch of posers wishing you had what I had.
Yeah. I mean, the Porsche was a lot of work, though.
Oh, yeah. It took like a week and a half.
Yeah. Especially putting those big amplifiers in the back. Ugh.
I mean, not only that, but I mean, it's like a 2-month process getting all that together and then figuring out what we were going to do. And he wanted the bigger amplifiers, and we literally had to cut one out of foam.
That was before CAD.
Yeah, we cut it out of foam and we put it in the car. And we're like, 2 of these will not fit where we have to put these. And he goes, because he's like, I think they'll fit. I think they're fit. And Fernando finally went over and grabbed blocks of foam, glued it together, and cut it, and said they won't fit. And he goes, oh yeah, they won't fit.
Yeah, but that was great though. I enjoyed that one. It was good.
I absolutely hated it. So,
of course.
Anyways, it's okay. It was fine. It was fine.
Here we go.
Hello, fellas.
Hello.
Hi. Hope you had a cool weekend. Cool weather-wise. Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I think you had a great weekend.
I had a very tiring weekend. I am bypassing OEM stereo on my car and jacking the front speakers by running new wires. I'm adding sub-box in the back, no rear fill needed. I have an audio control D1300.5. How do I connect my DAP that only has one pair of RCAs to an amp and get all the information I need for subwoofer speakers? I was thinking of getting an extra car
external.
Don't do that. 5-band
EQ.
No. Okay. All right. This is actually really simple. This is super, super simple. However, there's 2 ways you can do this. Okay. So the way the audio control processor is set up is that if you come out of your DAP into inputs 1 and 2, when you go into the page 2, which is your main, so you're going to go, there's 3 pages to an audio control. The first page you'll see it has your input, it has a graph, it has an RT on the bottom, it has a level control. All right. And it says, and that's what the tab on the far left-hand side is, okay? And that is your input. So if you plug an RCA into 1 and 2, and that'll be the sound. So now on page 2, which is basically your mixer page / EQ, crossovers, and everything, when you go to those middle bars and you tap on outputs channel 1 and 2, you're going to come down to a tab on the left. You're going to put inputs 1 and 2. Then you're going to select 3 and 4, and you're going to select inputs 1 and 2. And you're going to go to 5, and you're going to select inputs 1 and 2. Now, what that's going to do is that's going to feed inputs 1 and 2 into all 5 channels of the amplifier. Done deal. Super cool. All set, ready to go. However, the problem you'll run into, maybe not, is that if you want to turn up anything, you're going to go back to the first page and you're going to slide that input over. And that is going to amplify all 5 channels equally. And so now you'll have to go into the level control on page 2 and start turning everything down, because default is 0, meaning all the way up. So you'll have to turn everything down. okay, which you can do, but nobody ever wants to do that. Now, the simplest solution for all of this is to buy yourself some Y-jacks, okay, and understand AC current can be split into as many Y-jacks as you want, and it will not diminish the signal. It will not cut the signal. It will not do anything. And how do we know this? How do we prove this fact? Well, we tested it, but we're also all guilty of buying splitters. Christmas, we just put how many splitters did you have coming off of one outlet at Christmas time? Yeah, about 100. And guess what? Every light bulb twinkled and did everything. And if you were to plug in and go 110 here, 110 here, 110 here, okay. So if you got 5 volts coming from your DAP, you're going to have 5 volts at every RC output. If you put 100 on them, they're all going to say 5. You might have a little if it's 100. Anyways, so if you just take a Y-jacks and you split it off and go to all the inputs, okay, you don't have to, but you can. What that'll give you now is on page 1 where it has your 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 inputs. You now have level controls, input level controls for all your channels. So channels 1 and 2 can go to 1 and 2, 3 and 4 can go to 3 and 4, and 5 can go to 5. If you feel you need more gain on the subwoofer, you can go over and you can slide up just the subwoofer. If you feel 1 and 2 are going to be tweeters, and you're like, I don't want to touch that, but 3 and 4, I wish I had more on the mid bass. Fine, you slide it over and do more up on the mid bass. Okay, so buy yourself a half dozen of Y-jacks, plug the 2 channels from your DAP in, and rock it out. Don't do the other thing. You're gonna get noise and all this other crap, and it's just not worth it. It's real simple to do.
Buy a good Y-jacks. Don't get crappy ones, though.
Yeah. So, okay. Oh, the whole Christmas tree thing? Yeah. I'll probably say that at some point during my class.
Yeah.
You can put as many Y-jacks in as you want. It's not going to hurt anything. We all don't do it because it's going to cut the voltage. Every time you split it, it cuts the volt. No, it doesn't. Stupid. And I'm not saying anyone in particular is stupid. I'm just saying ... stupid, as in the whole thing. Hi, tech tip. Audison Forza could figure out the pre-outs on the DSP. Finally decided it wasn't the missing piece in the missing piece of the
It was the plug
in the wrong port.
Hey, it happens.
Hey man, yeah, that's a fantastic one. And this next segment is brought to you by Audio Control, audiocontrol.com.
Mm-hmm.
We talked enough about epicenters and all that fun stuff, so we're just going to forego the commercial and just say, go buy an epicenter, audiocontrol.com. So it's funny you should mention that because on the Blackbirds and the Falcons and the X800, okay. So, and I have to talk about it because it goes, you have the 2 plugs that plug in for input, and it goes the opposite. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or it's actually, I think it's with 1 on the outside and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're opposite. So it's not like 1, 1, 2. It doesn't do that. And that screws me up. It screwed me up many times in the beginning when we started putting them in because I was like, oh, it's 1s on the outsides. So it's 1s on the outsides, 8s on the inside. And it's like, oh.
Until you get used to it.
Until you get used to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I could see where you might make that mistake on the Audison because they have a lot of plugs. That is the one nice thing about the Blackbird is that the RCA and the high level are the same. So, which is cool. But, and then like on the, I like it if you have to put matching plugs on the amplifier, at least get a different plug. Don't make them match. Get, 2 extra or something.
All right.
Hey, y'all.
What's up?
Is it true that an epicenter is not needed if you have a system that is properly tuned with DSP and a correct subwoofer box? It will give you the lows and tracks that don't necessarily have it? No, it won't. No, you can have the most precisely tuned, pinpoint, amazing system, and no, it will not. Because the epicenter is doing what they call an octave shift, meaning it is taking energy from one point and shifting it to another point, okay? And it's doing it dynamically, like while the music is playing, okay? A port and an amplifier and perfectly EQ'd car will take and reproduce music as accurately as possible. An epicenter is not trying to do that. It is trying to give you bass where bass doesn't exist. I don't care how amazing you have your system tuned. When you have Alex Van Halen sitting there going with that great ass recording, which isn't from back in the 80s or the 70s, I don't care how awesome your system is. You're just not going to feel that impact. And when you start turning that dial and it goes, and you're going, holy, no, it's not even the same thing. It's not even the same thing. So get an Epicenter.
Done.
Hiding, always do a three-way set, by the way. Always do a three-way set. I think we said that earlier.
Yes.
That should be the title of the show. Always do a three-way set. Hi, Dean. 1, why did you choose the ARC AS speakers over the RS for your fronts? 2, how high should you install the tweeters in the A-pillar above the instrument cluster? Okay, first part of the question, because Brad and Brian thought that I should build a car with AS speakers. And I said, okay. Really, that was it. He wanted me to hear the speakers, so we went with AS. I mean, no other reason. No other reason. I could take them out tomorrow and put something else if I wanted to. I won't. I really like the way they sound. It's a nice speaker. We're going to inventory them here, or Paul is, I should say, because it's got a really nice sound to it. But that was the only reason. That was legit the only reason. If he would have said, hey, I want you to put RS in here, I'd have put RS in there. It really doesn't matter. 2, how high should you go on the A-pillars? I don't think, like keep them down and in. Don't go up high. Don't go up too high.
Don't go Tesla style.
Don't go. Here. Well, no, those are effect channels. Those are aimed. But no, you want them. And if you're gonna, you gotta aim them. Like you gotta have them.
All right. So if you have them here.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're gonna like mine are actually high, but inside the cups they're turned towards you.
Right.
So like the Mustang, they're up a little higher than they should be, in my opinion. But then inside they aim them down and in.
So if you're making A-pillars with the 3 ways, the 3.5 and the tweeter.
Well, yeah, I mean, but there again, it all depends. Okay, so like we know it depends on what the goal is, because 90% of the installs you're doing them flat on the side. Okay, they're going to be off axis, flat on the side. They're not going to be on axis. They're going to be over here. They're going to be over here, burning at the side of the car.
Yep.
And that's great. It's going to get you, But if you want to compete, you got to tow those things in, and you're going to get a whole different sound. And whether you tow them in behind the panel or in the, it just depends. I mean,
so just don't put it above your.
Yeah, I mean the Ford F-150, which I think the tweeters are fine. I think the old where they're up forward, it was better than they are now. But now you have a 3.5 up there, which is actually better. But they're right there. Anyways, move on.
Okay. Oh, that was the same one. Sorry.
Hello.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Okay, so the instrument panel is a great question there, because you have to make sure that you can put the tweeters at the same height. So you always want to look at the driver's side. I mean, you need to look at both sides, but you want to make sure that you get it up high enough if you're worried about the passenger experience. If you're not worried about the passenger experience, it really doesn't matter. But,
passenger experience.
You just want to make sure it's up high enough to where you can get a good center image. So not distracting from that. So above the instrument panel is fine. Is correct, but not like way the. No. How are the Epic Pro series? So the difference between so we're talking about Epicenters. You have Epic Pro and not Epic Pro. So the Epic Pro is what is available to dealers and dealers only. The Pro means that it has all the latest features. So it's going to have onboard load resistors. It's going to have an input-output gain control. So they both have line drivers built into them now. Whereas the Epicenter Micro did not have a line driver. That was kind of the failings of it. It's like they didn't think about it. So you'd have some issues there. So the Pro added the line driver that's in the LC1i. And then the what I always screw that champion competition.
No,
concert series has never had a line driver at all. So now it has line drivers built in. It does not have load resistors because it needs it. Just has an input-output line driver. So, and all the buttons and dials are now on the outside of it as opposed to having to pull the top off and do stuff. You can also turn off the PFM filter, which is the filter for making sure you don't blow your speakers with really ultra low deep bass. So if you want to blow your speakers, you can turn the PFM off and watch them go bye-bye. So that'll be fun. Is there, in a three-way active front stage, is there a most important speaker yeah, the mid-range. Mid-range for sure. Mid-range is going to be, the mid-range is going to have the most amount of sound going to it. All right, so you look at a three-way set. Let's just take like a generic three-way set. Or let's take a Focal three-way set. Let's throw those guys up there. And so let's say you're going to do a set of Focal FLACs. Crossover points recommended for that are 5,000 and up on the tweeter. So that's like an octave and a half, right? So yeah, 5, 10, that's an octave. 10 to 22 octaves, okay? But you're playing from 5,000 to 20,000, okay? So that's just like, but it's this little small space over here. Now, on the mid-range, you're playing from 350 to 5,000. Okay? Yeah. So it's more than 2 octaves. It's quite a few, actually. And then on the mid-bass, you're playing from 80 to 350.
Oh, 15.
What?
15.
15
hertz.
Oh, no. It's 80 to 350. So there's not a lot. So that mid-range is where you're going to spend a lot of your time really, really narrowing that in. So that's the speaker I spend most of my time working with. The mid bass is my opinion second, because that's getting it right with the subwoofer and aligning it with the subwoofer, which usually lasts about all of 2 seconds till you turn off the bass. Just making sure they're impactful and centered and complement the mid range. And then the tweeters, as long as they go tick, which isn't really hard to do. It's just don't slow your S's and go tick. That's all it is.
Tick, tick, tick.
Does a pack module retain the loudness feature? How do I keep the sub-like bass from speakers with aftermarket system? So the pack module allows, like if we're talking about the Amp Pro, the Amp Pro gives you the ability to do a couple things. One, it gives you the ability to go in and change your bass, mid, and treble controls and what their center frequencies are. So you can go in and say like, hey, I want, it basically turns them into parametric EQ. So you can tell it what levels or what frequencies you want. And it's not parametric because you don't have adjustable Q, but it at least allows you to do better them. As far as the loudness control goes, that is going to depend on where the loudness comes from. Most of the time, the loudness in a Ford is coming from the factory amplifier, not from the radio. So when you tee into that, you're going to lose features like loudness. There was a version of the Zen module before the new one that had loudness in it, which was cool because you could go in and turn it on. It was turn on and offable, but they took that out. He might put it back in. You never know. We talked about it, but yeah, no, you just kind of lose that. And then you really the biggest problem with like the pack modules is it just depends on like what vehicle it is and what features you're going to keep or lose. So each one's a little different. So like Ford acts differently than Toyota acts differently than GM because they're stuck doing whatever the factory did. All right. So like in a Ford, if they don't spend the extra time to figure out how to get the volume to move linear, then it's going to stay like the factory, meaning you have tons of quiet and then it gets really loud at the end. And so there's nothing, they would physically have to figure out how to fix that. Zen does it and I honestly haven't tested the iData, but programming wise, the iData has a lot of functionality that you can do. Zen has a lot. There's always back end EQ things that you can do, in not EQ but just settings. So it's an Amp Pro. If I was going to do a 4 with a BO system, I would look at the Zen module.
Yeah.
From Nav TV. That would be my recommendation. That's what I like to use for those because they fix the volume the best. Could you could have multiple tunes, but nothing replaces immediate adjustment the Epicenter offers. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I think the show should call the Epicenter is the answer.
I think we've already done that one.
Really?
Yeah.
The Epicenter is the answer. 2.0, I told you.
No, it'll be what Dan said. Why didn't you tell me to use an Epicenter? I'll be like, I told you to use an Epicenter. I've been telling everybody to use an Epicenter.
Yeah.
Has anyone in here used a flock gun before? Yes. How well does the material hold to a custom A-pillar? Ooh, never done that. What if they are touched? Does it rub off? A little bit. I wouldn't do a flock on an A-pillar. I mean, technically you probably could. I've never seen one. You can get stretchable suede because like most of the cheap suede has a white back that you peel off and you can stretch it any way you want. I would recommend getting stretchable suede and or what most A-pillars are covered in, which is grill cloth, or headliner material, which is just grill cloth. Would be a much better idea than flocking that.
What's flocking?
Flock is is basically suede dust in a gun, and it comes in different colors like black, red. A lot of people, if they ever took shop class, that was one of the things that you used to put on the bottom of something or inside a jewelry box. And so you brush in color dyed glue, contact adhesive, and then you take this thing that looks like an old cartoon bug sprayer, and it spits out a whole bunch of powder. And, while the glue's still wet, you throw it in there and then you shake it around and then you wait for it to dry and you dump all the extra out. And if you're cheap, you put it back into the gun and save it for later. And then it'll give you like a really nice suede feeling inside of it. And yeah, it'll constantly fuzz off and whatnot because it's glue and dust. So, ever flocked your Christmas tree? I was brought up in the 70s, so yeah. I mean, it's terrible, but yeah. Stretchy fabric method was yes, definitely do stretchy fabric. What is the best advice to ballpark setting an Epicenter? So many people say it depends on the music. Some people have said halfway on both dials. Listen, the reality is if you're not using it to fix anything like from a factory radio, more than likely you're going to be somewhere around 12 o'clock on both dials. And this is something that Jeff and I laugh about all the time because it's like, dude, just put it at 12 o'clock, turn the dial. Now, if you're using it in a factory situation where you have like you're going high level, you may have to turn on the frequency, you may have to turn that down because we've done the RTA testing on it, and it's like you need to go a little lower so that you can capture back, or you can add in more bass in those lower notes than if you were to have an RCA. So yeah, 12 o'clock is a great place to start. Because you have the knob up front that is way more exciting. Hey, what's up, Larry?
What's up, buddy?
Crushed ice is the best. I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not everybody does that, though.
I understand.
I don't know why.
I don't either. It's like I don't know. It's like the soda just doesn't go away. Dean, when running an Epicenter and a DSP, so what would you do? You would use the DSP, just set it flat, and then use the crossover and the amp for the settings. Yeah. Bobby, I mean, I know you've heard me say it like a million times, but yes. Now, you can use the EQ. You can do everything you want for your subwoofer. I mean, you probably don't need to, but you can. So if you're going to time delay it, you can time delay it. You can do everything. Just don't use the crossover on the DSP output going to the subwoofer. Let the amplifier do that, because You need at least 160 hertz of signal, 160 hertz and below, going to the epicenter. It does not need to be full range. It's 160 and up. I'm sorry, and down, and you'll be fine. Okay.
All right.
How would an epicenter and a Sony head unit going to a Blackbird and a Nighthawk? So it go between the Blackbird and the Nighthawk. So if your Nighthawk is going to run sub, just like Bobby just asked, come out of it with the crossover off into the Nighthawk and be done with it. I had a friend that had an Epicenter connected to 2 component speakers, and it sounded so good. I would swear he had subwoofers in it. It sounded amazing. There again, depending on the crossover point, yeah, you could really do that. That's why we tell you not to do that, because most 6.5s can't deal with that. Now, in a Blackbird or any of the Arc Audio stuff, they have super bass.
Super bass,
which is not what you would think. It has really nothing to do with super bass. It's not adding bass, but if you run your mid bass through it and just turn it on, don't start screwing with the sliders. Just turn it on. You'll oh wow, look at those mid bass are coming alive, like a lot. So, but yeah, there's that. So, okay. What do we got? Okay, last question. Good.
That's
good?
the last question.
Okay. Good evening, guys. Since taking, I dated Maestro forever to produce Toyota Direct replacement dash kits. Are you willing to sell the custom dash kit you did done on the Camry? I have a 2022 Camry. So the problem is that yeah, the answer would be sure, but I don't. When we build,
kit is not the problem.
The kit isn't the problem, but it's 2022. We have interfaces for. I mean, that would work fine. The reality is I don't know what we did to mount it in there. Okay, so like when we build these things, it's not like they're one off, but they're one off. The car is here, all the pieces are here. We screw it together. We put it. So like I can't put it in a box and ship it to you because you're just gonna call me and ask me questions, and I'll be like, I honestly don't know. I don't know because I wasn't paying attention. I just built it, put it in. And it worked. And I moved on to the next car, to the next car, to the next car. I didn't, we're not like Sounds Good here where it's like we spent a lot of time focused on that one vehicle.
It's not.
It's like if you brought me the car, then, oh, yeah, I remember that. But I don't know what I did. So just like when I'm done with this Subaru, I won't remember. I know we put some stuff in it, but other than that, it just kind of
fades away.
It does. It's sad. But hey, speaking of fading away, you don't have to leave, but we're not going to be here. So we're gonna get on with our day. I still got a bunch of work to do.
Day?
You ready? Yeah, night, whatever. I have some stuff I need to get done for Master Tech Expo. Ooh, can't wait. It's right around the corner. It's coming up fast, and I would like to get some sleep, so I need to get some of this burden off of my back. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. We hope you had a fantastic time. If we didn't get to your question, of course, we'll be doing this again on Saturday. And, of course, the news, no question news, on Friday, as well as you can find us on Instagram. DNF Tool Drawers Place. You can find all the cool tools that we use. Yes, I'm still working on it. It's just been a lot of things going on right now. And that'll be that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Focal, Moscone, Gladen, Arc Audio, and Audio Control for supporting the show, along with you, the viewers, who ask amazing questions. And yes, if you don't have an Epicenter, you might want to go out and buy one, just so that you can,
you can try it. Yeah.
Try it.
And be like Dan, Oh, my God. Oh, Larry, don't worry, my friend. I know. You're fine. Oh.
Oh, hey, it's Mr. Smith.
See?
Hey, did he come by Saturday?
No.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't went to the
well, no, I meant like he was going to come by this past weekend.
No.
Oh. One of these days.
One of these days. Probably he was busy.
I mean, it happens. You guys have a great night. We'll see you later next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.